I'm sure that we all know, or at least know of, people who seem to take a real delight in criticizing or belittling others. It seems to be a way of life in a lot of contemporary public discourse. Words that are intended to undermine and damage and cause division. On social media, we call them trolls, but they exist in all walks of life. James, in his letter to the early Christians, warns us to be careful about the words we use. One careless, poisonous, incendiary comment can let loose forces we are powerless to stop. For words can be incredibly destructive. They can demolish someone's reputation, good character, or relationships and undermine years of good work. And if that's true of careless words, then how much more so with comments that are intentional? The psalmist today gives warning to those who deal in deceit, who love evil, who twist the truth and take delight in demeaning others. God will surely bring them down, he says, and they will get their comeuppance at the hands of a righteous God. The one who plants themselves in truth and wisdom is like an olive tree which flourishes in the house of God, for hope lies in God, who is to be trusted and who is to be praised. Psalm 52 is, for the director of music, a maskil of David, when Doeg the Edomite had gone to Saul and told him, David has gone to the house of Ahimelech. Why do you boast of evil, you mighty hero? Why do you boast all day long, you who are a disgrace in the eyes of God? You who practice deceit, your tongue plots destruction. It is like a sharpened razor. You love evil rather than good, falsehood rather than speaking the truth. You love every harmful word, you deceitful tongue. Surely God will bring you down to everlasting ruin. He will snatch you up and pluck you from your tent. He will uproot you from the land of the living. The righteous will see and fear. They will laugh at you, saying, Here now is the man who did not make God his stronghold, but trusted in his great wealth and grew strong by destroying others. But I am like an olive tree flourishing in the house of God. I trust in God's unfailing love forever and ever. For what you have done, I will always praise you in the presence of your faithful people, and I will hope in your name, for your name is good. Now, this psalm of David is identified as a psalm written for when Doeg the Edomite told Saul that Ahimelech the high priest had given help to David and his men. They were at that time on the run from King Saul. We've come across that story before about how Ahimelech gave David food to eat and gave him Goliath's sword. Doeg, who had been present, told Saul, and Saul had the priest killed. Now, on the face of it, the charge of deceit and falsehood is not a good fit for Doeg. It's not that he didn't tell the truth, for David surely was helped by Ahimelech. What Doeg did was to tell the truth, but with malicious intent, intending to cause trouble and perhaps to elevate himself. In our speaking, we may make every effort to say what is truthful, but if our intention and desire is hurtful, then we should check our words again. We do well to remember those words in Ephesians 4. By speaking the truth in a spirit of love, we must grow up in every way to Christ, who is the head. The whole body grows and builds itself up through love. Let our speaking be with respect, compassion, and the desire to encourage and build, all in a spirit of love. A prayer. God of love, we know that our words reveal the truth of our hearts, and sometimes they spring from a darkness that we regret. Shine your light into our hearts and minds that our speech may build up and not tear down. So may we speak the truth in love. Amen.